What up, YouTube? Good morning, guys. How you guys doing? Hope you're having a good day today. I'm having a really good day. We are currently going to be going over to a friend's house. He's got a 04 Comp Orange CoBro as well. He's had his quite a bit longer than I've had mine, and he's had the pleasure of putting quite a few miles on his. His car, originally, I'll post some pics in here for you guys. Here's a picture of his car. Very beautiful car. He bought it with a posi-ported upper-only car. He bought it in Arizona, drove it all the way to Pensacola, Florida, put 100 shot of nitrous on it. Car then made 600 horsepower, 700 plus foot-pounds of torque. He rocked that along with a stock clutch for about 100,000 miles, little over that. And then just recently, right before Texas 2K, this time of year last year, he put a 2.3 liter VMP on it. And on pump gas with a little bit of Torco mixed in there, it made 650 horsepower. Not sure of the torque, but as you guys can see, very beautiful car. We're unfortunately on our way to his house to go help him pull his motor because unfortunately he was putting an external oil cooler on it, and he said he crossed the lines, so the feed and return, something to that nature, and he was started for 30 to 40 seconds and started making a noise, and yeah, and it's continually making a noise. So we're gonna go try and help him get the motor out of the car. I think he's at the point where he's like, screw it, I gotta get it out, make sure, you know, nothing's hurt in the bottom end. If it is, you know, we're gonna get it fixed. He's trying to get to Texas 2K this year, guys, and he wants to do it. We have 9 days as of like a day or two ago, I think, so we're on around 6 or 7 days to get it done now. And like I said, that's it's a tight timeline, and we're trying to get it done for him. That's part of the reason why I'm going out here. I want to really help him get this done, guys. I want to help him get his car back together so he can, you know, try and make it to Texas and have some fun out there, because that's what life's about, in my opinion. We got to get out there and have some fun. Two puppies. There it is, garage door's opening. Ooh, I wish you guys could see. What up? I see you did get a cherry picker, bud.
I did.
Hey, Ben.
Good, man. How about yourself?
Good, man. Good. You know, just put some parts on my car, and it sucks to see this thing down, dude. So what happened? You just started it and the lines were crossed?
Yeah, the oil cooler lines were crossed. Apparently,
on this guy right here?
Yeah. On the they were crossed on the adapter plate. Apparently, out is not out. Apparently, out is in.
Okay, so the camera just quit recording on accident. I don't know if I bumped the button or something, but what he was saying was on that part, the black part I showed, old lines got crossed. Now, MMR makes one that's the same exact part, he said, and the company that he bought it from is the company that I think makes it for MMR, and they're different in their in and out. So he set it up the way that quote unquote MMR said to have it set up, according to their pictures on theirs, and it was backwards from his. Unbeknownst to him, he did what I would do and hooked them up, considering the part that MMR sells is supposed to be identical the way that they're said, and that was wrong. So unfortunately, he wasn't getting the proper oil pressure. What happens is that part is a thermostat, and it sends oil through one side. It only allows, he said, like 6 to 8% through into the cooler, and then the other has to go through the motor. So until that thermostat reaches operating temp, and then it'll open up and allow all of it to go through the cooler and then into the motor first. Otherwise, it'll just bypass the cooler until it hits operating temp, you know what I mean, to help it warm up quicker, because your engine runs best at optimum temperature. That's what he did, but they were switched, so it was only getting 6 to 8% of the oil that it actually needed, and therefore it wasn't obviously getting enough oil pressure. So that's where we're at now, and we're gonna have to jump into it and, you know, start pulling the motor. It's knocking, it was making a knocking noise, and it's kind of crazy, so let's jump into that. It's hard to see, dude. It's not, ooh.
See him?
Yeah, I can see. I don't know if the camera can see, but yeah, you can definitely see there's some metal down there.
I don't know what that white stuff is, but those are all...
That looks like bearing too.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that looks like brassy.
Yeah, so that's like why I'm hoping material. It's just a bearing.
And that's not even that bad. How is this all the oil that came out of it, or is this the second batch? The new.
This is the second batch.
Okay.
And I mean, both batches were about the same. They looked about the same. Not, you know, one looks more and one
That's
looks
good because
less.
then you haven't ran it that much, dude. You're probably gonna luck out, to be honest. I'm hoping we will be able to.
I hope so.
Because that's not very bad. I've seen way worse in my day and seen them come out better. So
yeah. So and it's not like chunks, dude. It's literally like little pieces of glitter. And nothing picked up with a magnet.
Okay.
So I'm hoping and praying that it's
it'll be able to. Yeah, we'll be able to actually bearing slap it and get it back on the road.
Yeah, literally.
All right. So I guess we'll figure out what we're gonna do, hey?
Yeah.
So this guy's got to come out. We got the. What is it? Tranny we're going to take out, and then after that we're going to fiddle around and see what else we got to do. So let's get to rolling on this. Alright, so the plan is to get the tranny out. He's taking out the bolts of the shifter, and then I'm going to take the bolts out of the tranny to bell housing, and then we're hopefully going to slide it out. Hopefully it goes smoothly. Alright guys, so we got the transmission out, bell housings out of here. As you can see over here, it's out. Now we just pulled the alternator out of it and took the heater core hoses off the heater core. So now we're going to try and connect the chain, I think, to over here to this big bolt, because as you guys can see, this is a big old heavy duty bolt, the biggest bolt in the system. So I think we're going to try and run him through. Like so, and then I think that's pretty much it. We just have to run one to the back to the bell housing somewhere, put a towel on it, and then maybe disconnect a couple things, and then we'll hopefully be pulling it out. Right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, and hopefully it's good. We don't have to do much to it, just put some bearings
in it.
Yep.
Slap bearings in.
Alright, so a little's happened since last. The motor's just about out. We fought a couple things, one of them being this guy's a little long, and then also on this side, this header was hitting, let me get you guys in here, this little distribution block right here. The header bump that sticks out right here was actually bumping onto that block and getting it, so it's pretty good now. So we're gonna get some pizza, eat a little bit, and then obviously pull this out and hopefully finish. We'll take it apart and hopefully see what's wrong with it. Hopefully we can just bearing slap it. I hope. Unfortunately, I didn't get to film that much after that. We went and ate, and then after we ate, we kind of just jammed to getting it apart and taking things apart. We fought a couple things. It was kind of difficult. At the same time, we weren't like jamming, and we were kind of talking, having fun. Another buddy came over. We were just hanging out, you know, having a good time more than anything. And you know, and I think that's what this is about. And I forgot to pick up the camera. Sorry I didn't get to film that for you guys. But we are, however, going to jump right back into the next day. And I'm sorry in advance. I didn't film a lot of also the parts that were wrong with it. What I did film, I'll show you. And this is the worst part of it too. So it's not like you guys are going to get to see something that was worse than this. You are seeing the worst part that we found. We didn't pull all the main bearings off. We did pull all the rod bearings. We only pulled the one main bearing, which you guys are going to see, and we did pull the cam caps and look at the cam, so the timing chains and the tensioners and that came off. Alright guys, so here it is. Here's the motor. Just got the timing cover off of it. Nothing crazy. Haven't seen anything crazy stand out yet. Like the cams themselves look really good on wear. This side has a couple little spots, but you can't feel them with your finger, so there's no problem with that. And this side over here, the driver's side, is literally perfect wear. It looks like on all the lobes they have really good wear. So obviously the blower's off, the bottom's off, all the rod bearings look really good except for one had a couple little nicks in it, but nothing crazy, nothing gonna make any noise. So I guess we're gonna pull off the timing chains and make sure they're good, and then we're gonna lift the cams up out of their journals and just verify that the journals and the cam caps look good, that they haven't been starved of oil and started eating themselves. And then other than that, I think we're just gonna have to see what the oil pump looks like. That's gonna be the next two. We'll pull that apart, take it apart, and look at the gears, make sure nothing in there started taking a crap. So, alrighty, so we took some of the cam caps off of this, and these cam caps on this one back here had some wear, and then this one up here in the front definitely had some wear. The thrust bearing on the crank, if you guys can see,
wait, do you know if it would be...
you can see that there's definitely a little bit of wear there. It was pushing on the thrust bearing, and it has a decent amount of wear. The crank side too, if you can see, there's some marks there on the right and left side. So it's not awful. It's, you know, you could probably polish a lot of that out and run that and get away with it, but I don't know if there is an actual 100% plan on what is going to happen yet. Okay, boys, so it's going back together because, well, not back together, but we're just putting a little bit back together. We're just put the main cap back in, lightly, very loosely. We're organizing, cleaning up, because he's gonna spend the time and he's gonna build the motor and do it the right way, and not try and rush it to get it ready for Texas 2K. Unfortunately, you know, it's not gonna make it to Texas. I wanted to go to Texas. I think it'd be dope to see it out there, see it make some power, but yeah, nonetheless, it's not gonna be able to go. So right now we're just literally cleaning up, getting Ziploc bags, labeling them with the bolts. That way when it goes back together, if I'm not here or he doesn't remember, he'll be able to know where it goes because of the bag. So that's it for this video, guys. Thanks again for watching. We got some cool stuff coming up in the next video. I don't know if I should tell you guys. I don't know, it's a secret, maybe, maybe not. We're planning on doing some, you know, stuff, and I think we're gonna go to Texas this year. I've never been to Texas 2K. I want to take my car. Since Alex's car is broken, we're thinking about taking my car. He's got a trailer in a spot, so we're probably gonna be taking my car on his trailer and heading out there with it. So, but we'll probably have a surprise with my car to go out there, so it'll be a little bit more fun when we're out there. But thanks again for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Also hit that notification bell and the thumbs up button if you like this video. Thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. Now, get the heck out of here.